Welcome once again to this game. I kind of didn't have time to do all of them, I think. Off screen. I don't even remember what one. I think I had to leave before I could finish them all. I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't even manage to finish off the Grad's Turkin. Still, I'm gonna go ahead and deal with that now, I think.
I don't expect any surprises.
I shall not fall behind.
Sounds good. Get out of here. Round cutter.
Ready to unleash an elemental attack.
Eagle. Stop us now.
Ready to unleash an elemental attack. I can exploit their weak spot.
Back! Hello there, Laurel!
It's a great relief having you at my side in battle, Hugo.
If I can make my comrades feel at ease, that is more important.
I tried my best and I managed to get a few of them, I think, off screen, but I didn't manage to get all of them.
Men, Your Majesty. Precious few would reach the same conclusion as you.
It gets better.
So I'm just gonna finish those off now because...
Well, shall we continue?
Just bump them off and we'll be dandy.
That's an Eluk. Not what I'm needing.
Is this really
I'm
worth the
something of
effort?
an expert.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Don't think we'll get off. What did I say about getting careless?
Jeez. I'm trying to be CPUs in Mastel. Yeah, having trouble with
We can
that.
take them on a bit later.
It's good to know your limits, though.
Yeah, is that with loaner decks or with your own? Because honestly, looking at the deck you put together, the Rose Dragon one, that really shouldn't be too bad. You should be able to... Yeah, it really shouldn't be too bad with that. Oh, that makes things so much easier, that light change. I mean, I have no idea. Both. Oh. Okay, I'm going to admit, I had a lot of trouble with a few of them as well, personally. There it is. I've had a bit of trouble with some of the higher level, with some of them. Because I have no idea how to play half the decks they've given me.
Great. Let's go.
And also sometimes, well, yeah.
Ready to unleash an elemental attack.
Just tell me when.
Leave it to me.
Honestly, some of them are pretty hard, especially when you go through the thingy gates.
Master Hugo.
The orb gate things.
I'm
Those
perfectly
are
fine.
pretty tricky.
You do not need to worry about me.
That's good to hear. Just let me know if the going gets tough.
The thing is, like, it's dumb that the CPU gets the best cards all the time when I could get some shoddy hand that can't do anything. Oh no, yeah, no, that's absolute. That is really stupid. That sometimes you just can't do anything. I can't, like, I've had like 3 times where I've had to literally spend the first half of my turn trying to reset a hand. That's just terrible. Or just trying to work with something that. Well, basically, I've had to having to work with a brick hand and somehow managing to make it through.
Shot. I can go first? My pleasure. Take it away, Prince. Superb.
Don't forget me. Be my guest.
Smash. Elemental burst.
I can follow that up. Jin, I'm trusting you with this.
Superb. Any last words?
Ah, I missed it. Like, even when I get a great hand, the CPU will just have something that almost made just to take it out. Yeah, that sounds like Top of My duels. I had to reset on one that involved the Aegnista card so much because 1, I had no idea how to play Aegnista, and 2, the opponent just managed to completely shut me down each time I tried to do anything. It's like, I can't do anything. Your monsters are way too strong. Admittedly, one time I kind of lost myself because I misread Tie Strike, but still. Very silly.
Excellent. Obstinate thing. Haze, deal with it. Superb. Enemy down.
We work together like cookies and cream.
A superb strike.
Terrific.
That's actually the first time I've heard the cookies and cream line.
Leave it to Laura.
That's the stuff.
Tell me when.
Gunshot.
Poised and ready.
A real life.
You know, I get a great hand now. Just. Yeah, I already read that one. Okay.
This'll soon be over.
Like, it's actually weird when it's always the same card that takes me out when I get a good hand. It's like, how would you get this every time? Probably because they have like 3 of it in their deck. Or they searched it out. That's probably the reason. Like with Elemental Lords or whatever they're called, the match I'm stuck in just keeps creature swap whenever I find out. Oh yes, that. Oh. Yeah, no, I feel that. I really feel that because creature swap is such an annoying, like, it's so annoying when like you've put so many resources into one monster and it's just creature swap. Oh man, I haven't actually tried that one yet. I haven't actually tried that one where they have creature swap. The only gate I've done is the one that got me that pet you saw I had. So I'm gonna have fun with that one apparently. Why do they have? That's so stupid. Hello, like it's very, very like it's. What am I trying to say here? Good, yeah, like that's the thing. Creature swap would still affect that Utopia monster. I don't know. Yeah, it very much is a case of I have no idea. It's just what they do have. Because creature swap doesn't target, so Tornado Bringer wouldn't help Utopia there. Jeez. That's definitely going to be something I have to think about. I'm going to need numbers protect or bust with that one if I use my deck. I'm really going to need numbers protect or bust.
It'd be a crime not to.
Darn.
They noticed we're here.
There we go, power.
Put your minds at ease.
Put it down.
Look out! Let's speed this up!
Get out some.
You're
Ready
wide
to
open.
I will say, when you get to the there's a specific one which gets you to use Unchained. I think you'll actually have quite a bit of fun with those. It really makes me think like maybe the cards I run. To be fair, I actually don't think the cards you run are bad. Just looking at the deck you have, I don't think it's a bad deck at all. It's just a case of like weirdly specific interactions that don't come up in any, you know, that very rarely come up. Yeah, I can only think of maybe one like. Yeah, as I said, like it's a very specific interaction that never comes up because nobody runs creature swap. Like I met one person who unironically ran it, and that was in a deck specifically so that they could just take away, so that they could ditch off a token they had. That was the only reason they ran that card, to ditch tokens that had no stats. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that's a thing in like every card game, to be honest. As much as I think we all don't want to admit it, that is kind of a thing with most card games. There's always like that one weird interaction you never think about, and it's like, oh, so that's what happens. We can do that. All right. Well, I didn't expect to really deal with that Marin very well.
That'll teach them. Never underestimate the power of the common folk.
Indeed.
Let's have a
The
look
Emperor
then.
bestows his gratitude.
Kind of giving the wrong impression there, Hugo.
Each day's striving
Yeah, but it
brings
happens so
results.
quickly in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's very true. It's because there's no like mana system. The closest to a mana system the game has is the tributing. And even then, it's like, unless the deck is specifically revolved around tributing,
Onward
you
to
don't use
victory.
that anymore because it's too slow. Like, the game's gotten to the point where the only decks that run trap cards are, what? Decks that either specific... the decks that are either focused around them. Yeah, like the only deck I can think of that actually actually tries to tribute summon stuff is Monarchs, because that's the entire point of the deck, is to tribute summon. Like Pendulum decks are basically just you swarm the field as much as you want. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think the Pendulum deck I brought was going to be able to do anything that it did, because I haven't used it before. I just got 3 of the structure deck and threw it together randomly. Because I happen to like Odd Eyes cards. That's about it. That's the only reason I had that deck at all. I didn't think it would be able to do anything like that.
Just bump them off and we'll be dandy. Ah. They brought friends.
Oops. The Valentine and I both came to the agreement. Yeah. To be fair, that was basically that was basically the community's prevailing opinion on Pendulum until the Link era, essentially.
Just bump them off and we'll be dandy.
I think they got something else. I think they got like annoyed at Zodiacs at that point. And Pendulum decks kind of all fell by the wayside in the Link era.
Just bump them off and we'll be dandy.
I do have level 3, but yeah, you only have level 2.
We can't use this anymore. What a pleasant stroll.
As I said, they did try their best to nerf it. And it worked on the meta level, but I guess not really on the other level.
Those are.
Gargoyles. Malos's artificers.
Mithra, let's go.
Yeah.
You should wait here.
No way older cards can keep up with newer things. Unless they're, like, given new stuff with archetypes like Dark Magician and Blue Eyes and such have been. Or they were just incredibly broken cards to begin with, like Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, stuff like that. Heck, Graceful Charity's still banned. And I believe it was banned before we had a metric butt ton of cards that, like, before we got Dark Worlds. Where's the palace? What's the plan? You want to use my power? No, there'll be too many casualties. It won't be easy, but we need to take them out one by one. Should we be trying to escort the civilians to safety? The Torna army is already working on the evacuation. They know the city's layout far better than us. Ah, right. Best leave it to them then. So, what now? They haven't broken through the rear yet, so we can start by clearing out the gargoyles in the residential ward. After that, we can head over to the shopping ward on the left-hand side. And then work our way straight towards the front entrance. Got it. Best of luck, everyone. Now let's keep those ugly mugs off our damn doorstep. Unless they're... Well, to be fair, Thunder Dragons weren't popular, and then they got a whole archetype based around them. And, kind of destroyed the... And we're like... They became meta for a very long while, and they actually had to have a few of their cards banned because they were so good. And how many people actually remember Thunder Dragon? Let's be honest. Yeah, remember when I said there was fireside chats everywhere and any story beat? That includes ones where you really should be going to check. We have to get back to the capital. I know, we need to drive off the gargoyles before they do too much damage. Sending the gargoyles in advance of the party? That's a coward's tactic. He should be ashamed of himself. It's cowardly, sure, but it's working. The people in the capital are in total disarray. We have to do something to help, and fast. Comrades, your haste to act is natural and to be praised, but to pluck the unripe fruit is to taste a bitter defeat. His Majesty puts forth that we shouldn't rush in without proper preparation. Yes, you're right. Thank you. Cool-headed is exactly what we need at a time like this. Let's make sure our preparations are complete before we head back to the capital. I mean, also, Seiryu. Do you remember Seiryu, Laurel? Because I got support. I don't know exactly how good it is because I haven't checked really how good it is, but they do, like, especially nowadays, now that there's not an anime to make cards off, they've been putting out all the stops with a lot of different weird archetypes based around older cards.
Pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to
Which is
next?
quite impressive, honestly.
The notice was here.
Let's speed this up. Look out. Spinning wheel.
But yes, popularity doesn't dictate that an archetype will get support. It just dictates how much support it gets, or how frequently it gets support. The new anime, yeah, go Rush. Well, no, it's like Rush duels are a completely separate product from. Oh shoot! Rush duels are a completely separate product from the normal Yu-Gi-Oh. And we're all dead. That works.
Rashness is not the same as courage.
We're not done yet.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige. I'm sure now we'll fight better. You read my mind. Hungry snake. Spinning wheel. Okie
Don't
dokie.
think you'll get away.
Let's speed this up. Hungry snake.
Now it's
Spinning wheel for our victory. Lady Bird.
Aqua. Here we go. I just think that Konami went a bit nuts trying to reinvent the game. They went, yeah, I will say, like, a lot of people do say, like, stuff like Pension. It has caused balance. Yes, it has. It definitely has. And it's basically just how it depends. Basically, the game's nowadays boils down to how fast can you get your win condition on board.
Let's get another one in. Mithra,
Twilight Striker.
super.
May I follow?
Bridget,
Wheel of Heaven.
astounding. Elemental burst,
This is far from over.
astounding.
Jin, I need you up front.
Zero blade, astounding.
We're not done yet. Chroma dust.
Elemental burst,
I shall leave it in your capable hands, Leon.
magnificent,
Wash, rinse, repeat.
magnificent.
Ice revolution.
Begin. Elemental burst,
No mercy. Terminal flash.
elemental burst,
Who goes goes first mainly.
I am as relentless as the
It boils down to
tides.
who goes first mainly, from what I see. I mean, there's a lot of decks that do prefer going second. Cyber Dragon is basically one that comes off the top of my head. So it's not strictly whoever goes first wins, but it's usually just whoever like has the it does depending on who. I can't speak.
Bridget.
Beltane blade.
Excellent.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Super.
Ice revolution.
Super.
As of that, there are decks that do prefer going second for whatever reason. Either they want their battle phase, they require cards on your opponent's field to do stuff, or they that one's more akin to what your deck, what Rose Dragon tends to prefer, from what I can tell. Or like it just one of the other, any of the other reasons. Any other possible reasons.
Don't expect to recover from this. I shall leave it in
Hidden
your
blade.
capable hands.
100-year
Leon.
way. Astounding.
Tis
Enemy
but
down.
a vast
Mind
ocean
if
of
I do?
possibility.
That was not at all easy. Tell me about it, but we have to keep going. There's no other way. That's the spirit! We have to move on to the shopping ward now. Come on. I mean, I guess Yo deck does have a first turn play. But I'd say it definitely prefers going second overall.
Spawning for a fight. Happy to oblige.
But it's like the game's got to a point where people are saying, yeah, we definitely need cards like you need to run cards like Call by the Grave or Cross Out Designator, or even like something like what was it called? Obviously Ash Blossom, or just anything to interrupt your opponent doing stuff during your turn. Or just ways of interrupting your opponent. Which honestly kind of sucks. Like, it's kind of crazy that the game's gotten to that point. If you want to like do it when, you know, obviously if talking about meta stuff. House rules mean nothing really. House rules are basically just, with house rules it doesn't really matter how good a deck is. If it's like going against your house rules, then it doesn't really matter, does it? These artificers are a right handful. Even I'm having trouble with them. The sheer number of them is daunting, to say the least. We've no time to rest. We need to press on. As you say, now, on to the main gate.
I'll have to show this off for Lady Laura.
I think we've been spotted.
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
Don't think you'll get away.
Let's finish the win.
Let's try it, mine.
She was in the air for that. Wow.
Awesome.
I'll give you a hand. The wind will run. Careful. Please fall back. Now, lady, watch this. Take this. Wind of healing. Stay back.
Okay. Definitely gonna just do this now.
Focus. My lady, go ahead.
Excellent. Any last words? Miller? Espada. Superb.
Keep it going. Lead the rear guard to me, Bridget.
Feel up. Pedal.
Superb. Elemental burst.
Plenty more where that came from.
Superb.
Jin, I need you up front.
Xenoblade. Astounding.
How about another round of carnage?
Cyclone. Elemental burst.
Don't expect to recover from this. Emperor Hugo.
Imperial sword. Astounding.
Obstinate thing.
Astounding.
Haze, deal with it.
Celadon whirlwind.
So yeah, I wouldn't say it's quite who goes first wins, but it's very close to that point.
It's not over.
That's
Not by
basically
a
what I'd
long
say.
shot.
Crusetta. Magnificent.
Don't forget me. Lead the rear guard to me, Bridget.
Beltane blade.
Elemental burst.
Their defense is in tatters.
Magnificent.
I think you still wanted to do another one.
Begin. Magnificent.
How about another round of carnage? Mithra, take over.
Chrono flash.
Magnificent.
Don't expect to recover from
And
this.
finally, Bridget again.
Beltane blade.
Magnificent.
That's something
Enemy
I can be
down.
proud of.
There's no end. There's no end to them. Look. They're gathering in the direction of the gardens. Bizarre. Let's move.
Well, shall we continue?
Managed to clear out the gargoyles from the residential and commercial wards. Yeah. Apparently there are still some left in the gardens. No rest for the wicked. Looks like we'll have to keep it up a little while longer. Indeed. Just be careful, Laura. I will.
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to?
Hello, partner. This is a first.
Malos.
So this is the Aegis. Malos.
He has an awesome presence. We would do well to proceed with caution.
Agreed. Your MO is different this time, Malos. What are you trying to do? If this is a joke, it's not funny.
I got bored of it.
Bored?
Letting Siren have all the fun got old, I mean. I wanted to see the humans dance. The dance of death and the flames of hellfire.
What do you...
That. I know full well what the Tornan Titan truly is. I've decided I'm gonna lay that truth bare for everyone to see.
Manos! Bastard!
Each of the artifices I command holds ether energy that would rival even the largest Titan. Imagine if a legion of them made it to the core of the Tornan Titan and unleashed that energy all at once. Our time for dancing would be short but sweet. Ugh. You want me to stop? Had enough? Then try and make me. Come on! Come at me!
Heads up, people.
Here we are! The fight against Malos. And it's basically a very similar fight to the...
You shall burn. Ready to unleash an elemental attack. Come on! So shall it be.
Basically similar to the ones in the main game.
Your luck has run out. Don't you know who I am? This'll do it. Open wide. Open wide. There is no escape. Open wide. Now's my target.
I've got the same voice line like 3 times in a row. What the heck?
Open wide. Gotcha. Let me do it. Well done. This'll do it. You're such a word boy.
Wow, that...
Are you ready for this?
Here we go, second sun!
Mag. Awesome.
So here we go.
Soup's up.
Fully loaded chain attack.
Magnificent. Let's get another one in. Mithra,
Open wide.
magnificent.
Twilight Striker.
This is the part
And
I
then
like.
Rigid.
Elemental burst.
This is far from over.
Magnificent.
Okay, we're not fully loaded. We didn't have an ice orb.
Jin,
Oh
I
well.
need you up front.
Near enough fully loaded.
Magnificent.
We're not done yet. Come on!
Elemental burst.
Don't expect to recover from this. I
shall leave it in your capable hands, Gion.
Magnificent.
Obstinate thing.
Magnificent.
If I must.
Elemental burst.
No mercy. Come on!
Elemental burst.
May I follow?
Majesty. For the glory of
know
your
who I am?
Magnificent.
Obstinate thing.
Magnificent.
Once again.
Ah,
Oh, it didn't work.
great.
No mercy. Your turn, Adam.
And up. Excellent.
Don't forget me. Leave the rear guard to me, Bridget. You shall burn.
Excellent.
Ah! I screwed that up by not just attacking with Minoth.
Oh, I'm loving this. Good job, my partner and her minions. Adam Origo, heir of Torna. Looks like that resonance isn't just for show. You're too kind. Golden eyes. I thought Tornans all had blue eyes. You're a bastard, is that it?
My father is generous. He pays no attention to things like that.
You're wrong. You don't understand the consequences.
Don't I?
And you don't understand what humans are.
Malos, the all-knowing.
A diligent student, you could say.
Then learn this. Huh? Mithra!
Heads up!
Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Ah!
Here goes!
Yeah.
Nice trick. Holds my interest, at least.
Surprised? This is what humans and blades can do together.
But you threw that away!
I don't need that crap. Better off without it.
Eat this!
Watch humans closely and you'll learn one thing. Deep down, they wish they were dead. They kill each other like they swat flies, running towards oblivion like blind rats. They see the divine flame of life and piss over it. They're genius at that. In a class all of their own, really.
Malos.
Oh, that flame is wasted on them. So I want to give them a little push in the right direction. As the benevolent servant of our wise dad should. Here, keep yourselves entertained. I'll go get what I came for.
Heads up, people!
Believe me,
So we've got 2 gargoyles to deal with now. did I get hit by that?
Stepping up. Give up.
Ready to unleash an elemental attack.
Insolent.
You shall burn or
Stepping up.
without a shield.
No way for last. Ready to go. On your It's a short day. For my paw. For my paw.
Bam. 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 Okay, that one makes sense. There we go.
Your days are numbered.
For my paw. Now. Super.
We're not done yet. Open wide.
Astounding.
Don't forget me. Be my guest.
Elemental burst.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Astounding.
Haze, deal with them.
Astounding.
No mercy. Minos!
Stepping up. Mag. Elemental burst.
May I
And
fall?
finally,
Majesty. No more for the glory.
the last door.
Elemental burst.
Their defense is in tatters.
Magnificent.
Jin, I'm trusting you with this.
Magnificent.
How about
Nice
another
revolution,
round of
and then
Open wide.
Magnificent.
Don't forget me.
that one, and finally,
Leave the rear guard to me, Bridget.
There is no escape.
Magnificent.
I feel like I've learned
down.
something. I shall defend my emperor against...
bam.
Adam,
Yes, I know. Knuckle!
Get on. We'll hunt him down.
At once!
Over there! Malos!
Too slow. It's already mine.
Malos!
The looks on your faces. Huh. Well, that settles it. The end of the world is postponed a little, folks. If you want to take this off me, come find me in the Titan's core. That'll be the finale.
Is this a game to you?
Yeah, it's a game. An easy cure for the tedium of being. See you later, partner! Don't be late!
Sorry, I let him escape.
No, thank you. You saved us.
You owe me one, then. It's been 80 years, hasn't it, Jin?
You know me?
You and Ornelia used to ride on my back. We used to have a lark flying about.
Ornelia? From the photograph?
And I suppose she's your driver now.
My name's Laura. I've been with Jin for 17 years already.
I never. You were fortunate to be picked up by her, Jin.
Uncle, we're just in the way here. Perhaps we should leave it to the soldiers and just go.
Yes, let's do that. Shall we head for the Torna womb?
Yes, I'd say we're bound to.
The Tornan womb.
Perhaps I should go first.
Please, go ahead. We will join you once we've made a report to the king.
You there? You still there, Laurel?
Let's use it wisely.
Yes. Did you expect to see Azurda show up?
Want to see how it does now?
I love how much Malice's voice actor is just how much fun he's having. It's actually quite impressive. You can tell he's having a blast. I think a lot of people, most people say that when they're allowed to play kind of over-the-top villains, that they have the most fun because they can just go nuts. And I honestly do believe that that's probably the case, that villains are sometimes the most fun characters to play as. So, Malice made off with a seal after all. If only I could use my power. If you had, you'd have wiped out half the population. Yes, but... I hate to say it, but that bastard was just better than us. Luckily, for whatever reason, he seemed fit to give us a bit more time. It makes sense for him. He'd been around a while in the lore. Yeah, they also said he was part of that war. He was part of the Aegis war, so... it's up to us to use that time to do whatever we can. Minother's right. Though the going will doubtless be tough, we have no choice but to press on. That's right. Let's get Jin to make us a nice big dinner. I'm not quite in the mood to party, but some food does sound nice. First, we need to report to the king. Everything else comes after. Yeah, we actually missed two.
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall
Of
we
the
head
little
to
fireside
next?
chats because we didn't lose to either Malos or to Artifice summons. Because yes, that's an actual thing. Super strength still. What do I need to get Aegeon's super strength? I just need to get more money. Okay, that's good. So that's this one's stopping block then. I guess I just need to sell more stuff that I'm not going to use. That'll probably get me enough for that.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Huh. I didn't know this was here.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Glass chip and rondine chip. Do, do, do. Lord Adam, thanks to the Torna seal. To think the Torna seal would fall into the hands of the Aegis hands. He was even scarier than I thought. I was no match for someone that evil. There's no way I could have stopped him attacking the city, but I still regret it to my dying day. Oh, I'm sorry. You must have come to report to the king, and now I've held you up with my chatter. I won't hold you up any longer.
What good was your militia? They could not halt Malos, nor even safeguard the seal from his clutches.
I have no excuses.
Adam.
Majesty, this is a deep dishonor. I beseech you to lay them low, that the people may have faith in government. Majesty!
Brother, your advice is wise.
Your Majesty.
Please, wait a moment. Adam only sought to protect your realm.
Silence! Is your voice more important than the king's?
But what of you, Zeta?
What of me?
Look first to yourself, I bid you.
What do you mean?
Surely Adam sailed the ship into a rocky reef. But if he were the bow, you were the stern.
Your Majesty, those are bitter words. It was Adam's vanguard that let slip Malos.
Would our army have succeeded with certainty, brother? In the hour of need, where were they?
We set the defense of the people as our highest goal, Your Majesty. Our soldiers guided the townsfolk to safety.
While Adam's militia flew, though rashly, into the breach, and the brave dragoons of noble Hugo wagered their lives as mere trifles for our nation's sake.
But
It unfolded thus. If honor took its natural course, the sons of Torna should have stood their ground. Mark their honor above their frailty. You saw the battle with your own eyes, did you not, my brother?
I did.
And how did you think it?
Words can scarcely describe it. It was unlike any mere human struggle. I fear I could not report it justly.
Indeed, brother. It was a fight beyond our ken. I, too, saw it with my own eyes. Our Tornan crafts of war would have been doubly doomed against Malos.
That's...
Is it not folly to assume that our army could do what Adam's could not?
Your Majesty.
Noble Hugo, my brother forgets grace and gratitude. Our nation hangs over doom like a ripened fruit. You and yours are our final ray of hope. Will you offer us aid again, to avenge ourselves on the Aegis?
We came with that very intention, Your Majesty. Didn't we, Prince Adam?
Yes. Majesty, if it must be so, I will expend my life for the future of the land of my forefathers.
While we're here, your name is Laura, is it not?
Me? Yes.
Your work impressed me deeply.
No,
Yet you are no knight, bear no peerage.
Yes. I'm from a settlement in the distant borderlands. I serve with a mercenary band.
I knew you for a warrior. Good Laura, I would like to recognize your valiant labors. The title of Knight of the Realm, it is yours, if you would accept it.
Me? A knight?
Laura, my congratulations!
I can hardly believe it. Me?
Come now. A title is a mere decoration. Surely you learned that from me.
I hope it will raise your spirits a little, Laura.
Humble Laura, I have a request I must make of you. This day, the people of our nation shiver in the darkest of shadows cast by mighty Malos. But I bid that you seed a flower of hope in this shadow-mired land.
I hope that I can. Your Majesty, I'll do my best.
Well spoken, brave Laura. We shall anoint thee as Lady Laura tomorrow in the plaza before the palace.
There's just something about the way the Torna King like speaks, how it's all like old time or like old sort of somewhat antiquated manner of speech, when compared to everyone else who uses like just regular, who uses modern contemporary like speech patterns. It's just funny to me. I don't know why. It's just kind of like out there. Come on, we shouldn't keep our old friend waiting any longer. Time for us to make a move. The Torn Womb, he said. So is that going to be inside the Titan's belly? You'll know soon enough. This isn't the time for games, you know. It would have to be a cavity of considerable size for a Zerda to fit in. It would. We should head for the front entrance, then turn left. That way we'll come to a back gate. If we head down past there, it should take us to the womb's entrance. Okay, we better catch up to a Zerda then. It definitely fits, considering his position, but it is very kind of silly. I do like the, adding a different adjective each time he says someone's name. That's pretty good. You get community from people with yellow icons above their heads just by talking to them. You do not have to complete a quest. If you see the same icon next to someone's face on the community menu, you can select them and press Y to add their location to the compass. Oh, I actually kind of forgot you could do that. Oh no, that's a new one. That's something we couldn't do before. I spent a lot of time watching people from here. It taught me to learn firsthand how much stronger the bonds between all of us grow after a disaster. A disaster may just be that, or it may be something much more. A catalyst for change. It depends on us. The event in and of itself was not a good one, or evil. Only our actions and reactions can be judged that way. I mean, the event itself was the actions of Malos, so technically you can judge it. If you think about it. What does this Malos fellow think he's doing? Does he suppose he can wreak havoc in this town with impunity? Still, there's no point getting all frazzled about it. Hand-wringing and crying to Prince Adam will have to wait. We have a great deal of work to do.
Aren't we intrepid?
I know the drill.
I got the squad on helping with the cleanup, and I tell you, you should have seen how they struggled at it. Any fool could tell they weren't up to the standards of the other squads. Proper embarrassing for all involved. Point is, we didn't get our asses handed to us in the attack just because the enemy was too strong. We were too weak. Of course, I could have told you that in the first place. Next, now we all know we got a problem to fix. We got a problem. It's time to figure out how to fix it. Won't be easy, but I'll do what I can. The capital's in such a state now, I worry that things will only get worse from here on out. Oh, Divine Father of Indol, deliver us from evil. At least deliver my little Frasier from evil. Look at me, praying like a fool fishwife. That won't help, Freya. Don't worry about us. Your energy is better spent helping the injured or assisting with the rebuilding efforts. No, I'm okay, really. I mean, you should just help the people with proper injuries. I mean, I'm basically just ill all the time. This is normal for me, honestly. Do you know who got hurt? Maybe you've seen my friends Tico, Joey, and Marcus around? Please tell me they're okay. They're my best friends. I'd be a real mess without them. Look at you lot. Bunch of greenhorns. You're like fish who swam the pond and think they're the thing in the world. I don't have time for you. Piss off. Jeez. You're an arsehole, aren't you? This business has gotten some people disheartened and some are feared. No, not me. Fires me up is what it does. What's broke we'll fix. What's needed we'll make. We can build all sorts of things for Torna and our people. I haven't got the time to feel sad. I'm going to support Torna in my work. I've set my heart and mind on it. I thought I heard a scream, and then all of a sudden there were monsters everywhere. Look, I think it was that I had to protect the glass in the workshop. And in the end, quite a lot of pieces got broken, but I managed to protect the furnace and cooling unit. When Instructor gets back, we'll be pretty much up and running as normal, I think. Until then, I'll be holding the fort. That there blade, Malos. He's no ordinary blade. Just thinking about him being out there, running around left to his own devices, it fair makes me shiver, it does. That's what you get when blades don't have a driver to hold them to some sort of discipline. The good old days of peaceful coexistence are gone, mark my words. We need to man up and accept it. I'll grab your quest in a minute. What I'm gonna do is go over here, because you know we've done another one, so we've had another story beat happen, so that must mean
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Hey, Master Adam, where's this Torna's womb place? If you pass through the main gate of Oresco and head right, there's a back gate. Do you know it? Beyond there lies the womb. Zerda is waiting for us there? Yes. Nuncle is far too big to be in the city without causing a disturbance. Yeah, everyone would run a mile with that monster hanging around. Now, Milton, if you say that to Zerda's face, he'd probably burn you to a crisp with elemental fire. Where? Don't worry, Milton. He may look scary, but he's a soft old soul, really. Oh, isn't that lucky for you, young man? Right, let's go see him then.
I'll base it on that last one. Pretty solid, if I say so myself.
Yeah, all of his things only require the same items as the others. Hey, is it really true that the Aegis attacked the capital city? Even from here I saw shadows like huge people passing over the city. I've seen all sorts of things in my travels, but I have to say I've never seen or heard anything like that. Wait, you guys stopped those huge things? Drivers and blades are even more amazing than I thought. I get the feeling you guys are special though. Well, maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. In either case, thanks for protecting the capital city. That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. Okay.
Well, shall we continue?
I think everyone did really great in the defense of the city, but I don't know how much my opinion really counts. What I do know is that I don't know what would have happened if you guys weren't there. Of course, I have to stay here, but I heard that on the grapevine that Onyx Squad outfixed the palace up afterwards. I mean, it was by order of the king, but I still think it's pretty nice of them to do. Usually they just stand around the palace, the big meatheads. So I wonder how Chelsea's getting on. I hear he's doing well, but I'm trying to be a bit more hands-off as a bro now. It's always so hard to say goodbye to another living being, especially if they go before their time. But it's important to remember the time they lived. That doesn't go away just because it's had to end. I trust in the teachings of Indal, which tell us that all souls will be saved. So death may be hard, but not all about despair. There's salvation to be found even in the worst of times. We just have to pray that we find our path to salvation sooner rather than later. For a moment I wasn't sure what would happen, but then I realised that it's exactly when you need music the most. In desperate times, music has the power to transcend words and speak to the heart. But I'm not strong enough to shift rubble. But I can use music to lift the weight of sorrow from people's hearts. If my music could erase the weight in my dearest Sarah's heart, oh, what a happy man I would be then. I always knew he was a bit touched in the head, but I didn't think Leo's willpower went this far. When Miles came a knocking, I thought I would die right then and there. Not him though. He said it was times like this when the music is the most important and we shouldn't just stand idly by. Everything was a blur after that. I helped people running about like headless chickens trying to escape. They're still trying to help in our own way, performing for scared, crying kids and worried people. We probably don't get through to most of them, but what got through to me more than anything else was Leo's courage. Wow, you guys are lucky. Is it obvious why? To have the good fortune to meet moi here today. Hey, I have a present for you, lucky guys. Some info to tickle your eardrums with. Ever seen any stone tablets strewn around Torna? Rumor has it that whoever collects all of them can have any wish they want granted, or even bring back the dead. Perhaps you manage to collect them all. You'll end up with even more good luck. Well, I have no need of such things, other being a pro adventurer and all. Yes, me! Because of big raid, lots of shortages of things everywhere. Big problem for lots of folks. So Mimimi get Prioritium Trade Guild, send over relief packages for no money. Momimi just make it happen. Strangely generous act of Momimi, you say? Actually holding out salmon to Needypon is family tradition of Momimi. Now that friends say it is strange. Strange tradition of family of Momimi. But perhaps in future Momimi is Needypon and will get a salmon from a Kindypon. This warehouse was damaged too, but thankfully more than half of the stuff inside was fine. Now, following a decree from the king, we're getting ready to give out food and medicines to the whole country. I'm a little lazy, but now I'm all fired up to help save the people. I just love this country so much. Hello!
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine.
We hop back here. Moss green slate piece, which I will need to tick off the list. I've only got 2 left, and we won't be getting those for quite a while.
Aren't we intrepid?
Because they're both in the exact same place.
The suspense is killing me. That creature choker is better at this point. The classic metal. That's absorbing how damages HP. Is it weird that this DLC has met so many moments that feel they lead to a climax or finale moment? It kinda, yeah. I get what you mean by that.
Enemies by 30%. Oh, I completely forgot to do a thing. There's a lot of things that do feel like a climax, but I guess that just kind of is part and parcel of the exact nature of how this game works, I think. Reducing enemy break resist, exactly what I need.
This is how I'll protect you all.
Feels like prep to go to the final boss. I know it. Probably isn't, but yeah.
Must have improved.
Work hard enough, and our efforts won't be in vain.
Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better. There is still
definitely
much
gonna want
experience
that.
to gain.
And then we need to get, then it's the damage ratio, and then it's that one.
The suspense is killing me. You're coming with me, treasure.
Whoop. No, there isn't anything there.
The suspense is killing me. We made it. Good stuff.
Torna's womb.
What an incredible place.
Okay. Thank you, Internet, for deciding to poop the bed a little bit.
When the time comes, this is where blades come to be reborn as titans.
You mean we'll all become titans someday?
It's nice to be here again. After 800 years.
Were you born here too, Azurda?
After all, I was a blade born from the Tornan Titan. Of course, I don't have any memories of that time. Once a blade becomes a Titan, they can live without being bound to the driver.
Now. That time it wasn't my internet disconnect. That time it wasn't my internet going out. That time it was just my computer disconnecting from the internet. And I have no idea why. Just disconnecting from, like, the Wi-Fi. It was really annoying.
Very ground beneath their feet.
Why is it choosing now to be a pain in the ass?
And the fleeting bonds become eternal. It's the basis of the Tornan Creed.
Eternal bonds.
So, what now?
Malice said he was going to wait.
But can we really believe him?
I don't think he lied.
Why so?
He was enjoying himself. That's why. I'd say he's having way too much fun to stop right now.
He said that humans long for death.
and that he was happy to oblige.
Benevolent sir.
I'm just staring at the stupid Wi-Fi connection bar. So, any plans for the rest of the day? You've got your award ceremony tomorrow. Best not get carried away. Oh, right. Jin's got a point. You can take a walk around town if you like, but in all honesty, we'd be better off standing by at the inn. Yes, we don't know when we might be next called upon. So no one's in the mood to go out. Well, I don't blame them. Not anyone nervous about the award ceremony? Yeah, it is. It's annoying. I don't even know what to wear. But if we go back... This place takes me back. I was born here as a blade, though not much has changed in 800 years. There are signs that Torna has flourished. Wise old Titan. No music plays here. That's quite a nice touch.
That was a nice change of pace. Let's catch our breath and move out.
Boop. Hey, guess what? We've got another fireside chat. That was so fascinating what Azurda told us. So, what is it we're doing again? Laura, you know full well, don't you? We're going to head back to the capital and rest at the inn before the big knighting ceremony, of course. Oh, yeah, that. I'm so nervous. Becoming a knight of Torna won't change a thing. You'll still be Laura. That's right. There's no reason to make a big deal out of it in your mind. I hear what you're saying, but even for a prince and an emperor, it's hard to internalize it. Well, as I mentioned earlier, why not think of it like this? Becoming a knight gives you the right to wield the paragon of Torna. Indeed, you won't have to keep looking over your shoulder for Torna coming after you. I suppose you're right. That makes me feel a little better. Okay, Lynn, let's head to the inn and get ready for the ceremony.
Wait till you see what I can make.
My cooking will make you howl for more. And that's a promise. It tastes better than it looks.
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth.
A scent that comes from the heart.
I will challenge myself today.
Yeah, I still need the I need the
Now,
fish
let me
meat
see.
for that.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm...
Stitch by
Time to roll up the old sleeves.
I still love the the little portraits. I think Bridget is my favorite just because she looks so like, oh, now what do I do with this? Or, oh, look at this. It's very nice, isn't it? This is how you do this. I don't know why. It's just really adorable. Although Jin in an apron is also pretty good.
That was a nice change of pace. Let's catch our breath and move out.
Yikes. There were about 100 times that I thought I was a goner. Just thinking about it chills my bones. The capital could have been completely destroyed in the attack. I'm glad that the legendary Torna cooking didn't get wiped from the history books for good. That wouldn't have made me happy. The maturity and subtleness of the Torna cuisine needs handing down the ages. I'll do whatever I can to make that happen. I'm only one man, but as a food researcher, I'll carry on fighting to the bitter end. I'm afraid this restaurant is finished, and so am I. After I lose my mom, dad, and Portland Village, we get attacked here in the city. I just can't stop thinking how the Aegis must have hurt so many parents too, and how terrified they must have been. When I start thinking those thoughts, I can't bring myself to do any cooking at all. No cooking means no restaurant, and I just have to face up to it. The attacks filled us with a sense of overwhelming gloom and despair. So to help cheer us up, Leo and Azar and their travelling performance gave us a splendid show. They swept from familiar songs of Torna to straight into songs from strange lands. It touched my whole heart, it did. While I was listening to their music, all thoughts of the monsters or the attack flew clean out of my head. I'm sure it was because of the performers were able to share their love of music with us. It brought us all together. The performance helped me remember the incredible, unifying power of music. I'd like to listen to them play again someday so that I can appreciate their skill one more time. Gargoyle attack is worst thing ever happened to Shopping Ward. Everyone in complete shock. But no use just standing around with mouth agape. Unless shops open, trade completely doomed. That where Chamber of Commerce come in. Clean up, repairs, distribution of food, Biggie Pond, Little Bun, all pitch in. Everyone work hard. Might call it market mayhem. Morumo was pitching in too. Could not have people thinking jam and not pull own weight. All hard work put market back on feet in record time. Everyone worked really, really hard. Morumo's still mighty impressed. Seeing dark monsters destroy everything made Pololo super sad. Shopping Ward like Pololo's home. And then everyone in Shopping Ward rallied to help. Now place almost back to normal. Pololo getting back to old self too. But still worried about Boss. Trouble caused fur all over body to shed. Boss bald before too long. Might quite like to see Boss like that. Might actually suit him. Sorry, got carried away there. Next time Pololo's turn to work hard. Must do best to protect Shopping Ward and Boss's fur. The armors have calmed down now. Tico was worried, so she came out to have a look for herself. She was trying to look all calm and controlled, but she was just putting it on. She was in a right tiz, really. I can always tell. She can't look me in the eyes when she's like that. Hey, speaking of looking things with eyes, I saw you guys fighting the other day. Awesome! He looks so cool. He just bashed him up like pow and suck. It was a real buzz to watch. I might try playing at being a driver instead of an armor experiment. Maybe I can get one of them to be a blade. Armu Blade, that'd be funny. Dad seems really busy talking with the people from the Chamber of Commerce at the moment. I gotta do my bit here, pulling customers in. That's my lookout. It's not so bad though, with Joey around. Aww. Gotta say my big thank you to you lot. Me and my livelihood came out of that mess in one piece. Do you want accessories? Let's sort by category. Physical defense. There we go. Got a whole lot of block rate up. Not too many, I think, would really bother with block rate. Quite a few humanoid hunters, some machine hunters. Ambush boost. Aggro attacker. defense art. Swift evasion, emergency guard, endurance. HP attack boost. I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu. Probably had a dream about doing this. Break resist, topple resist, launch resist, smash resist. Run resist, knockback resist. Jeez, so much auto attack still. Aggro boost. I mean, technically I only actually need 2, because only 2 of them actually want to generate aggro. Art stealth. Arts aggro boost. Heal. Movement heal. Dead heal, night vision, sunlight eye, always helpful. Got a lot of sunlight eye. Shoulder to shoulder. And the sheer amount of specials level 4 plus we've got. No, the golden sash is just a better one. Okay. So, red thread and love thread. Don't need the rigid vest at all. I don't need one of these wolf shoes. I don't need this slightly weaker electro greatsword. I don't need 2 tempest swords. I don't need these classic medals. I only need 3 apprentice fan braces. I only need 1 dark orb. Don't need any more than that. Hey, there's the super strength. Took us a while, but...
Use my power.
So we've got glass chip, which is quite a bit weaker, but not... That one's better for you. You know, you'd actually probably work rather well with a rhombus chip. Oh, that crit rate though. I think I can go for that. That's too much. I'd say that's too much of a drop in auto attack for you. That's perfectly fine for you, though. Curse the Aegis, going around and messing everything up. When I was younger, I'd take him down a peg. I'm not just talking about wrecking the city either. Blades set against humans harms our very culture. Of course, not all Tornans are on board with the idea of coexisting with blades, you know. There's another lot. What do they call themselves? Oh yeah, that's right. The counter Adamites. They got some funny ideas. In any case, I'm not letting this country fall apart without a fight. This is my home and I love it. I'm quite hungry now, but not eating very much. So many sad and frightened people around that appetite is gone. Food tastes like cardboard. Nom love food, but even more love Torna and chirpy happy people of Torna. Maybe one day Torna go back to being a city where people can eat and be merry again. When I heard that Fetley village had been attacked, my first thought was that it wasn't anything to do with me. It really struck me just how heartless you can be, you know? I was just happy that it wasn't my home getting wrecked. But I'm different now. I'm not going to be thoughtless like that anymore. Speaking of which, my thoughtless oaf of a husband went out fishing again and hasn't come home. Oh, when he comes home this time, I'm going to give him such a talking to. I've never seen the capital in this kind of state before. Some guy has been following me around a lot too lately. Which is the last thing I need right now. He even keeps coming to the shop. I think he's a traveling performer or something. Will you go away? Seems happy whether I'm rude to him or even if I give him the silent treatment. What's that all about? Guess he doesn't seem like a bad person at least. But still, I just wanted to leave me alone. I'm not much of a people person. I don't like being pestered. How can I get him to understand that? Most products in front of OBB's shop burnt to crisp. Products from inside not popular enough on, but on other wing, liked by Chamber of Commerce workers. Feel truly thankful when OBB think about those people. But OBB not happy about having to start from scratch like that. Meh. No, OBB not scratch because of fleas. Be serious. By the way, the product in the warehouse should still be fine. OBB will keep trying best to grow business. That was scary. Only Deku have such scary experience among all Voltus Trade Guild members. But for some reason, when it got scary, thought of Dadapon and Mama Palm popped in Deku's head. Meh, then suddenly homesick for Dadapon and Mama Pon. Ow! Shoulders. I was going to do that, but...
Hey, Jen. That mask. You don't need it anymore.
Yeah. Since you're a Knight of Torna now, there's no danger of getting in trouble for resonating with a stolen core.
What should we do with that?
Nothing, I think. I think I'll keep wearing it. You went to all the trouble of making it for me.
Yeah. I mean...
Huh?
Someday I'll die, And just like that, you'll return to your crystal. Even if you forget everybody, at least you might be able to keep the mask that I made you.
Laura.
But I imagine that day's still a long way off, so don't worry.
If I were a praying man, I'd pray this journal finds its way to you. Trusting that it will, I will use these last words to pass down a means of carving the bond between myself and my partner into this flesh. This is how it is done.
So, I'm officially a Tornan driver now. Okay, let's make some memories.
Adam's star is rising. It seems that the people love him.
And naught but the fruit of the king's whimsy and an obscure woman.
Ah.
Yet if only he were not the driver of the Aegis.
You'd each have your just share of dignity.
Questor, is it really true that...
Certainly, I did give life to Malos, but when he acts, it's divine will.
The destruction of the world is the will of the divine?
Indeed it is. Malos is the instrument of destruction. Making the architect's will imminent takes many able hands.
It may be this is exactly what they wanted. Become Titans. Have a longer life with humans. Huh?
Oh, nothing. I was just remembering the previous time you said that.
I did?
My reply was, how about you? And what do you think you said?
I don't wish for forever. All I want is my life with her. That's plenty.
Ah. Spoken like a true blade. No one can begrudge you that.
I wonder how it was for you.
Well, honestly, I suppose I may well have been just like you, Jin. Still?
Still?
Being like this isn't so bad either. After some years, or centuries, you find yourself ready for new relationships. I came to realize that.
New relationships.
Jin, there you are. Where have you been? The capital's outskirts. I wanted to pick some ingredients. No, you are joking. This is the capital we're in. It's packed to bursting with high-class nosh around here. Why are you still going around foraging in the dirt? On the other hand, Jin's cooking really is unparalleled, and there is a certain appeal in making food yourself. Yeah, okay, that's spot on, actually. So, I spoke briefly with the Zerda. Oh, really? What did he say? It was a difficult subject for me to wrap my head around. New relationships. No, I'm more than happy with what I have right now. Alright, time to draw up some plans. To get the seal back, we'll have to make our way to the Torna core. Question is, what then? Malus implied that we'll still have some time. Mithra seems to believe we can take him at his word. You can, yeah. He's enjoying this, is he? Damn him. I know how you feel, Adam, but perhaps we should be thankful. His own hubris has allowed us this chance. We'll use the time we've got to prepare for the battle ahead. Right, we'll need to be stronger still. Or we'll never make it through this. The citizens are in fear of what may befall them. I believe you are best equipped to give them the strength they need, Laura. What, me? Yes, you are properly a Torna knight now. A knight is not called upon solely for their skill in combat, but also their duty to instill courage and hope. You must hold your head high and serve the needs of your nation. The needs of my nation. There's the whole world resting on your shoulders, doesn't it? It's not, though. Remember, you're not the only one fighting to protect this country. We're a strange gaggle of misfits, I admit, but we'll carry that burden with you. Torna lives and dies by its people. We fight for it together, every one of us. Right. Give me a moment. I know there's not much time, but I'll see what I can do. The Knight of Torna. Make preparations for fighting Malus and put people's minds at ease until community reaches level 4. Miss Laura, you looked really cool at that awards ceremony. I thought it was a real special event, so I got my dad to take care of the inn on his own so that I could go. I was still a bit late for it though. I was trying to figure out what to wear when Joe was like, "Hurry up!" and "What's the big deal?" Like, doesn't he understand you can't just roll up to a formal event in regular clothes? I was just trying to show a bit of respect for the occasion, but he doesn't get it, idiot. Yeah, our community is currently, what, level 2? Level 2, and we have 6 more supporters we need for this. And wow, we've got a lot of people in Gormott and all. Still, let's start with this boy. Marcus. It's no use, this is never gonna work. Well, look who it is. Hello again, friend. Oh, you guys. Marcus, wasn't it? You were looking a bit lost there. Need any help? Oh, nah, not really. You're not fooling anyone. You sounded really upset just now. Don't try to pass it off as something unimportant. Indeed. Why don't you tell us the problem, Marcus? We might be able to do something about it. Hey, Adam. You're sticking your nose in other people's business again. Quit it. Now, Mithra, it always pays to help out your fellow man. You never know when you might need help in return. That's a fair point, I guess. But still. So, Marcus, care to tell us what's on your mind? Alright. So, the other day, you lot helped me catch a load of bugs, right? I'm really grateful to all you, because you did an awesome job, but then I realized I'm kind of useless by myself. So this time I decided I'd have a go at all my own, and even made these blueprints for a bug catching machine. But then? I like tinkering machines, so I know the ins and outs of them, but I've never made one from scratch before. It's done everything according to plan, but there's no guarantee it'll work, and now I'm dead nervous about it. And that's what you were mumbling about to yourself, was it? Pretty much. I have to say, making a blueprint like that is really something. It's clear how much time you've invested in this endeavor. Huh? You know how to build stuff, mister? I have the faintest idea! What? Dumbass. Still, it's evident that you're really serious about this. It is? The fact that you're worried about its success is a sign of your determination. It's perfectly natural. You've got a clear goal in mind, and you'll do anything to achieve it. Am I right? I can't see a more noble goal than that. Just give me the word. Just give the word, and we'll help you out. Have more faith in yourself, Marcus. Let us finish this thing together. That's so nice of you. Okay then. I'm not giving up. I'll keep trying till I get it working just the way it's supposed to. Okay, so here are the blueprints for the Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000. Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000? What an inspired name! Now that's something I wish I had when I was a kid. Adam, would you shut your trap for a moment? Not you. You keep going. Right. Well, the machine itself's not quite finished yet. I'm still missing some parts. I'll probably need about 3 sunset brackets and a charge shaft. That'll be awesome if you guys could go pick those up for me. Sir, yes sir. We'll have those parts delivered to you on the double, sir. Boys and their toys. Being nice to kids is one thing, but this is getting beyond a joke. Homegrown inventor. That's a really good name for a quest.
To trust us with this.
No, I've already done that. I already got all the items. Nice. Thanks, guys. This should be enough to get the machine up and running. I'm this close to finishing it now. Let me go and attach the parts quickly and I'll bring it straight over. Aha! So this is the fabled Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000. Would you look at that? Now this, my friends, is a true work of art. So, how's this thing even supposed to work? They're not be expecting us to lug it around town or anything. Huh? Of course not. It just creates a smoke screen that the insects get drawn to. You just have to take it to a place where there are a lot of bugs and let it run. They'll come straight to you. Bravo, Marcus, lad. You're a legend. Thanks, but, is it okay if I ask you guys for another favor? Fire away. We've come this far together. You can hardly quit halfway, though, can we? We're a team, remember? Yeah, thanks. Go on, then. What was it you wanted to ask? Right. You know where the Harad Hills are? Do we? They're near Fetley Village, as I recall. It's somewhere out from the capital, beyond Dinar Desert. That's right about the place we first met, isn't it? Thing is, I'm looking for a specific type of bug, and I hear a lot of them fly around Harad Hills. I was wondering if you could take my machine there and collect some for me? Absolutely, we'll do it! Don't you worry, the Bugcatcher Turbotron BGX 5000 will be safe with us. Yeah, alright. I really hope this works. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is my first ever invention and all. I really want to know if it works the way it's supposed to. So, make sure you tell me about it. Oh, you could be sure of it. In the name of Torna, I, Adam Origo, swear it will be done. We got the Bugcatcher Turbotron. It's a really good name, you have to admit.
Well, shall we continue?
I'll base it on that last one.
The Night of Torna.
And fun.
So, Lady Knight, what's the plan now? Ah, don't call me that. Although I do feel like I understand Adam a bit better now. Well, Malus has given us some time. Our first priority should be to make sure that the people of Torna are safe. In the wake of an attack on the capital, the stability of the country is at its most precarious. Alleviating any uneasiness on the part of the citizens is indeed a most pressing concern. Yeah. And in doing that, perhaps we'll grow a little stronger too. Then let's see what's going on in the capital with that resistance. Thanks for sticking around, Minoth. I'm sure we'll end up getting into a lot more scrapes before this is all over. Knowing you, I'm sure we will. Yeah, so other than Yu-Gi-Oh! Woes, how are you feeling, Laurel? Now that my internet's finally decided to stabilize.
Nice change of pace. Let's catch our breath and move out.
There we are. You guess you're okay. That's fair. Pokemon Legends is releasing tomorrow. Kinda crazy, huh? It seems as good a spot as any. And on you go. Ah, what's all this? The smoke screen for attracting bugs. When you're listening? I'm not sure I approve of the smell. Whoa! What's with all the monsters? Suppose we conclude that the smoke is more effective in attracting monsters than bugs. Oh, that's just great. Stupid piece of junk. More trouble than it's worth. Guys, we can moan about this later. Kinda got more pressing matters here.
Someone's pleased to see us.
Break! Topple! Let's speed this up!
Getting into it. Follow us, Doc.
Where to go? My thanks. You've made them now. Hit them with unleash an element of attack.
Yeah.
Volcano! Body, come on! Volcano! Oh no! It's like a Barney Stone, oh no! Boom!
I fight for my friends. Ready to unleash elemental attack. Break the winds around. Tell me when.
I'm near, Richard.
Rosetta!
Don't mind if I do.
I believe I've gained a little skill.
Or let Limpio. I actually don't remember. Can you believe it's like, it is actually just the end of January already. Like next week is February.
Right.
It
Where
went
shall we head to
so
next?
quickly. Hey, you're back. So how'd it go? That's roughly what happened. No, I'm sorry we're gonna be more help, lad. Nah, it's fine. It's not your fault anyways. It just proves my invention needs more work. This was just a prototype. But I guess it'll be a bit longer before I can make that medicine for her. Medicine? What now? Wait! I'm ever so sorry. But would you mind if I borrowed a moment of your time? Sure. I couldn't help but overhear the word invention, you see. Might we attribute this invention to your esteemed persons? No, not us. That honor goes to this boy here. What's this? Your stripling built it? Who's this geezer? An excellent question, my dear boy. It is I, the greatest inventor that Torna has ever known. A man known only as Gideon. I wasn't asking you. Now, that's entirely besides the point. Gideon has noticed your talent, young man. Of that you should be thankful. He's not even listening. What's your name, boy? Marcus. What about it? Marvelous. Well then, from this day forth, Marcus, I would like to take you under my wing. How about that, eh? What? You want to teach me stuff? Nah, thanks. I'm not interested. Oh, heavens. Are you quite sure? Well, I can think of dozens of children who would jump at such a chance. Gosh, those are the children then. I don't want to. Wait, let me step in for a moment here. Pardon? Marcus, look at it this way. Ultimately, you want to perfect your machine, yes? Does it matter how you go about doing that? Isn't what matters that you succeed? I think it would be best for you to learn the skills you need from this man, then bring your goal to fruition. That is, if you feel you can tolerate his eccentric ramblings. But I think this is well within the realms of your ability, don't you? Yeah, I get it already. So, yeah, I'll do it. I'll give it a go. If this weirdo knows how to build stuff, he can teach me for all he's worth. I'm not going to let one stupid little failure get me down. Nuh-uh. That's a good lad. If only everyone had your spirit. You sure about this? That was pretty reckless getting him fired up like that. It'll be fine. He learned a valuable lesson today. That failure paves the way to success. If you've risen up from the jaws of defeat once, you can survive in almost any environment after that. That's not all. Oh? You also remind me of something I'd almost forgotten. Anyone, if they believe in themselves enough, has the power to overcome any hardship. When you're an adult, it's easy to lose sight of that simple fact. Is that a lesson you had to learn? Maybe, maybe not. Meanie. Anyway, I think we're done here. Time we made a move. See you, Marcus. I'm sure we'll cross paths again. Yeah, bye-bye. Thanks for everything. Community gained.
You didn't have to, but
Everyone encouraged me so much. I feel a lot more confident now. I'm going to keep learning about insects and machines until I'm an expert in both. You excited for Fab's stream? Of Fab starting... well, both Fab and I, actually, starting Pokemon Legends. Got an armored rucksack and a couple of other things. And if we go talk to the insect-loving boy... Well, Marcus again. Huh? A job? Sure, you want me to fix up your Fortune Phymatron 4000? Is that it? I'll give it a go, but I'm not really good at stuff that doesn't involve bugs. If that's okay, then I'm happy to take a look. Sure, I trust him. You don't just say anything, but yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've outright said that for that playthrough of Legends, the entire party is just going to be... Like, the party is going to be decided by the chat. So... Finished! I customized it a little to my personal tastes. And I renamed it the Golden Scorpion. I'm sure you don't mind. Why don't you go try it out in the Denied Desert now?
Change of pace.
So yeah, for waiting this long to actually be able to upgrade to like fix up the Fortune Phymatron / Gold Scorpion. I don't know why I said that now when I still have to walk towards them. So you got it rebuilt? Yup. We can't rightly say if it was successful or not. No, it's bound to work. I know it. Well, I believe it. At the very least, I hope. Certainty decreasing rapidly. Dudan just cross wings and flip switch. Yeah, we should just go for it. You're right. Flip that switch, Dudan, my dude. It back! It looks like it came back with something. What is it? It's coming in sand. I can't really make it out. I hope it's gold. When you look, I can't stand the tension. Can we? Yes, please do. What if a monster jumps out at us? Now, that would be unlikely. Boss music starts playing. Look at all the Dinar Weta we found! Bugs? Just a huge load of bugs. Yeah, get rid of them. No, Palva, these very valuable insects. These things, valuable. Bugs that come out are Dinar Weta, worth a lot of money to right people. They are rather rare in Torna. People use them in various medicines and high quality perfumes. That right, so fetch high price at market. So if we sell these, will we rich? Filthy rich! Woohoo! Ho-ho-ho! Let's get back to the city and celebrate. Dude, I'm going to eat and drink until body is 5 times current size. So, were the legends about buried treasure talking about the Dinar Weta all along, do you think? Looks that way. It's certainly possible that our ancestors valued the insects so highly that they referred to them as gold. Indeed, Moradin has his own share of such legends too. Fascinating. I don't know if it was more coincidence than skill, but Marx did a great job in the end, didn't he? He did, and it proved to be very entertaining. I wonder if there's a similar explanation behind other legends too. Haha, maybe so, my friend. Maybe so. Well, like, because Fabs is going to be a blind playthrough, isn't it? Whereas mine's going to be not blind, but like second time playing through, because I'm going to be playing it on my own time and then doing a stream-specific playthrough as well. I can't believe we managed to solve the mystery of the Dinar Desert. I suppose I'll need to find a new mystery now. Any ideas?
I won't lie.
Thank friends for helping Dudan with Get Rich Quick scheme. Dudan guessed that mean is now actually rich. Enough rich to eat delicious meal every day. The secret of Dinar.
I'm glad to have been of service.
And we got another new recipe, caramelized seafood. I'm just kind of happy that we've got like,
catch our breath
what was it
and
called?
move out.
I'm just happy that we've got renewable
Time to get cooking.
things that we can do. Caramelized seafood.
Maybe I missed a step?
Shall we get started?
And an armored rucksack.
Phew.
Max pouch items raised by 10. I did Crabble Carapace and more geometric gears. Where do I even get geometric gears? That's a question. Oh, that's where I got them before. Alright. Oh, that's in the capital. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So I'm just going to hop back to Gormott real quick and just to get those, because that's kind of annoying me now. Horryweld Camp. I'm just glad that we've got renewable ways of getting a lot of the mythical Pokemon now.
A hop, skip, and a jump later.
Well, shall we continue?
What have we got here?
Couple of geometric gears. And then we just need the Crabble Carapace. And I remember we can find those in a letter. Because, like, you've got Mew and Jirachi in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Because they only require one, they only require you to have... Oh, we can actually fight this thing. Jeez. I'm gonna have to do that then. Let's deal with these Crabble.
I hope you're all ready for this.
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
I'm getting into it. Right?
I can tell.
Lucky break. We can
Let's finish this
weapon
off.
my battle for once.
One Crabble Carapace. I think I needed 3 of those, so...
Don't lose focus.
Well, how about we take on the big boy?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Oh, he is saying blow down. Okay. Yeah, just money from that one, alright. Excellent. Lightning Buster once again. Now the let's go! Chain attack time!
Hit him hard and fast. Minnow.
Don't forget me.
Go, Bridget!
This is far from over.
Laura! Conquer combo!
How about another round of carnage?
Minna!
Don't expect to recover from this. I shall leave
Aegeon.
it in your capable hands, Aegeon.
Plenty more where that came from.
And Jin.
I need you up front.
Xenoblade. Super. It's not over. Soon, not by a long shot.
Adam.
Take it away, Prince. Soul burst. Astounding.
Bum 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 bum.
Bridget.
Begin.
Elemental burst.
Wash, rinse, repeat. Ice revolution.
Elemental burst.
Burst.
Any last words? Astounding. Mithra. With you.
And the last one.
Elemental
Burst.
Full
Full burst.
Ray of punishment.
Xenoblade.
Hydraulic impact.
Great.
Great.
Enemy down.
With that.
Great. Enemy down.
This into your brain.
Very impressive.
That showed him.
What have we got here?
Cyclone.
There's a clear structure.
Da 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 da.
My favorite.
Something's buried down.
Oh yeah, the thing with Jin. Now that he doesn't need to wear the mask anymore, he doesn't have it on in his portrait.
You're mine now.
Ooh, a gold chest. That's nice. Really nice. Do 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 do.
I'm loath to do this, but you leave me no choice.
I do hope we can
feel
finish
my
it
power
quickly.
rising. It's looking good, isn't it?
I've got this covered.
Don't think it. Lucky break talking about. What are you talking
Very well.
We'll do what must be done. Don't think you'll get away.
Yeah. That was annoying.
Mine will be the glory. I don't suppose you could just leave. I'm getting into it.
This will be over quickly.
Why don't I push back? Topple.
I can target them.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Slow down.
Drive them away first.
I'll show you.
There we go. Plenty of Crabble Carapace. Good job I have some extra. Now that I have some of that, I can actually make the Dropicium whenever I get back there. Probably have to just do that off screen. Okay, she does want to speak. No, I want to talk to you right now. I already talked to you twice. Lady Laura, congratulations on your knighthood. It makes me feel as if there's finally a chance to push back against the Aegis. There's not much chance for me. How do you do it? How do you keep your heads up even in the most hopeless situation? How can I keep going when my beloved city is under attack and we may all have to abandon it? Torna Knights provide such big help to everyone in Shopping Ward. We owe a huge debt of gratitude. That's why we're thinking about how we can celebrate together. But Boss got angry at plans we made. Said that we have to be more careful to plan this kind of thing, otherwise might be accused of corrupting cahoots. Boss really thinking lots about you, even if in own particular way. Wish I got half the concern. He never even noticed Polo's increasing overtime. Did Polo muck something up again? Seems like she's got another good scolding from the chairman. She's probably due for one of her nervous breakdowns. I've got to have a boatloads of fluffy potatoes ready. No, I exaggerated a little there. She's fine, really. Just an old habit of hers. Polo pilfers the chairman's snacks when she's getting angry about something. But then the fear and shame sets in and she always shows up here to replace however much she stole. Oh dear. Remove and report. Lady Laura, I was so surprised to hear that you've been knighted. Then again, if anyone deserved to be knighted, it was you. You risked your life to protect us from the Aegis. I think this country would be a better place if there were more women like you around. These days, men can't be relied on to do diddly squat. You're 10 times as strong as my husband. Not to make... No, more than 100 times as strong. Listen to me rambling on. Oh, he's up there. Of course he is. How do I get up there? I think I need to go around the long way? I think I need to go like around and then up. I think. Meh, spiky birds with big huge wings come and make shambles. Even Ruru and band of Nippon outlaws not that naughty. If spiky birds come back, Ruru show them what for. But what can spiky birds want? What good it serve to destroy town? Meh, stole steel of Torna? That's serious crime, very bad. I think I just need to go up. No, I can't. I think I just have to go reach it from there to get him. I don't know why, but I'm still writing that compliment that Mikoto gave about me being pretty good at voicing Noppon. Things may look peaceful again here, but now, but on the day of the attack, this place was the stuff of nightmares. Took everything I could muster just to dodge the enemy's attacks and deliver word to the main forces. Now I understand why watchtower guards need to be elite. The place gets attacked before reinforcements arrive. You need to be strong just to survive in that kind of situation. Never mind fighting back. It's a whole lot harder than guarding the gate, I can tell you. I sound like I'm boasting, but it's been a humbling experience. I'm worried that I've bitten off more than I can chew. Maybe I'm not as red as I thought I was. No one of my big bros still treated me like a kid. Ah, damn it. I just wish I had a bit more time for training. Yeah! 2.5 hours. Crazy, huh? Absolutely crazy. I hop here. I hop here.
You're mine now.
Such a nice little living space. To be fair, I'd probably like to at least possibly sit here. As long as I keep the fact that it's on such a high spot out of my mind, that'd probably be fine.
My favorite part.
Oh, they're underneath? Oh no, they're down under the... No, I know where they are. They're down here, aren't they? Yeah, there he is. Big dreamer. Hello, drivers. Hello, all. Dolala have request. Maybe, if possible, will you be friends with Dolala? Dolala is #1 fan. Friends not only first-class drivers, but have big-time night lady Laura in party. So want to talk lots with you. Get to know each other well. Nah, you will? Wow, Dolala's so very, very happy. Dolala will definitely become kind of gentle driver like you. Thank you. Community gained.
I do only what His Majesty
Cannot express
asks of me.
with mouth words how happy Dolala to be friends with friends. Dolala will aim higher than ever before to become great driver. I misread arrows. How could I do that? What do you have to say? I like playing with mud and clay even as a child. It's no surprise that I wound up as a potter. No No two-handed craft pots are quite the same, you see. The colours, shapes, textures, they're all subtly different. Just as this land of Torna taught me that variety can be a great treasure. I too want to teach people about the joys of things that are unique. That's why I try to achieve with my crafts. Though I suppose I never got through to the person I wanted to understand me the most. Knights! Loyal knights! Knights! Beloved disciples! Well, you've finally earned the right to stand shoulder to shoulder with me! I will now give you special permission for you to henceforth address me as beloved companion. So don't hold back. Just call me beloved companion Nalzaz. Whenever you like. Okay? Okay. No? You just want to be normal friends? Oh, well, okay. I think we can agree to that. Friends! Ha! Friends! That has a nice ring to it. I think I can get used to this. Friends. Community gained.
Oh,
So you're a knight of Torna now, but our friendship is so deeply rooted that must make me a knight too. No? Oh, come on. You can let a man dream. New Knight of Torna, Rikoko offer many congratulations. When Rikoko see drivers and blades working together, Rikoko feel many hopes and dreams inside. Mind is made up. Rikoko will become traveling minstrel of fulfilled dream. I never imagined I'd see a glorious city in such a state. But a great king did not let himself be cowed by such nonsense. He sent the castle ground guards to support the reconstruction effort and provided plentiful supplies for his stockpile. Thanks to his resolve and generosity, we are able to rebuild our lives. Surely his actions will go down in history. I want to support the king the only way I know, keeping his gardens impeccable. Now I think of it, where's that idiot son of mine? Lady Laura, congratulations! I was pretty far back in the crowd while you were being knighted, but I still saw the ceremony. There hasn't been a driver who could control the Paragon of Torna for a long time now. We're so lucky to have you, Lady Laura. And you too, Jin. I'm working as hard as I can to help you defeat the Aegis. Let me know if there's ever anything I can do. Community gained!
Why, thanks.
Lord Adam, Lady Laura, the fate of Torna is in your hands. With the Aegis and the Paragon of Torna on your side, there's nothing to fear. Right? Community level up! Level 3. And we require 16 more. There's no end to the power of the Aegis, is there? It makes me afraid, regardless of my position as Special Inquisitor. At first I thought I could take him as long as Morar did and Torna combined forces. But now I think all hope is lost without Lord Adam. Oh, they moved over here now. Have you ever thought about doing a performance with us? With Orion's Gomoti and Tornans, and Blades all in the mix. Don't you think we'd come up with a great tune? Well, maybe it's not such a good idea to tank our business if you ended up being more popular than us. And you definitely would be. After all, you're already famous. Oh dear. Watching your efforts has really inspired me. I have always sought refuge in my faith before. It feels foolish now, though. I want to find something real I can do for Freya. It's time to accept that Freya's disease isn't going anywhere unless I do something about it. I want to seek help for my poor girl, but if it's not religion I have to put my faith in, I suppose all that's left is people. Marcus is really into tinkering with things. He's been pretty busy with a project lately. He won't tell me what it is, though. He just keeps saying it's for him to know and for me to find out. I'm sorry I got a little carried away. Probably don't want to hear about a bunch of silly kids like us. But I mean, don't worry. I'm sure that whatever Marcus is making, it'll be nice. I wish I wasn't sick. Maybe I'll be able to make myself useful like Marcus and the others too. I'd love it. I got the chance to do something for Joey and Tico, and Marcus, of course. You might not be lost cause of after all, mates. But that don't mean I want anything to do with you. Go take a few tasks from people and build up a bit more rep, and maybe I'll change my mind. Run along now like good little kiddlywinks. Kiddywinks.
I'll help myself to another.
Ascension Waffles. Deku Deku been hearing about your exploits. Very proud to say that Deku Deku once worked together with you. Must broaden horizons so Deku Deku can compete with you. Lots of things left in Alrest for Deku Deku to see and learn. Final dream of Deku Deku is to visit all cities in Alrest. Welcome all. Hey, you very busy these days. Albibi no slouch herself. Now designing new product. Little Pom from before helped me a bit more. Hats Albibi made were for Nupon, so this time make simple clothes in somber colours for Tornans. Not that too pedestrian, so decide to use geometric patterns for more fashionable product. Definitely next product big hit, no mistake. You guys! I'm finally planning out my next invention. That inventor guy can be kind of annoying, but he really knows his stuff. I've been asking him for all sorts of advice about the stuff I'm working on. I wasn't into the idea of becoming his apprentice at first, but now I'm super glad I did.
Ah, as per use. Stay right where you are. You have a look about you that tells me you might be interested in one of my most marvelous inventions. Here, look. I have hundreds of these things. Beauties, aren't they? Moradin has absolutely nothing on my masterworks, I tell you. I am, nevertheless, at somewhat of a loss as to how to surpass my former genius. But with the war on the horizon, it has been getting more and more difficult to find the parts I need. So now I have laid my woes bare. My woes bare. Could you perchance help the great Gideon collect some machine parts? I believe the ones lying around here in Torna should be choice enough.
The Tornan inventor.
Let's see what we have here.
I hadn't spoken to Gideon? Oh no, of course I hadn't, because that would have completed the quest.
Good work, everyone. I'm all adventured out.
You must be tired after a day like that.
Oh.
How do? Have you got me some machine parts?
Inverse bearing, sunset bracket, high vis wire, sun cog, and a charge shaft. There we go. And then give him another inverse bracket.
Excellent work. A fine haul you have there. I extend my gracious thanks. As long last, I can now put the finishing touches to my ultimate creation. Hee-hoo! I call it Gideon's special patented perpetual music box. As the name suggests, with just one turn of the key, it'll play music forever, and never with no interruption. What's that? You want to know how to stop it? Well, that's a good point. I've not thought of a good way yet. I think that's a problem for future Gideon to wrestle with. Anyway, you've helped me collect the parts, so why don't I teach you how to make your own? Thanks.
Perpetual music box.
Ah, hold on now. It's coming to me. Yes, yes! Eureka! I've got it! A flash of inspiration for a brand new invention! My next masterpiece will address any and all minor flaws in my last masterpiece. And for that, I'm going to need lots of parts that can withstand the dry climate around the capital. I hear tell that you can find those parts around Gormit. I just rely on you, on your help finding a few more of those parts. Excellent! Just bring them back to me when you found some. Let's dare to dream hand in hand, eh? You took your time. I goes the collection.
A bat hinge, apple lamp, alloy sterling, ripple lens, scarlet coil, and geometric gear.
Magnifies the user's voice. And since surely everyone loves the sound of my voice, there'll be no need for an off switch. I'm brilliant. How far does my voice carry, you ask? What are you guys? Are the safety inspectors? Zeesh. Back to my ingenious directionalizing technology. Any voice you feed it, no matter how low, will carry 10 pence. Right, just about as far as if you shout. That's pretty much the point. Here, I'll share the recipe with you so you can take my groundbreaking invention out into the world. It seems your contributions have allowed me to stay aloft after all. This marks the beginning of a new era of inventions. Why, before you know it, I'll be a household name. People will bow and scrape before me, begging for one of my creations. And I owe it part to you keen-eyed kittywinks. Bravo! Well done indeed. Thanks to you. I'm confident I'll be able to keep inventing for many years to come. Feel free to come to me with any machinery-related problems in the future.
The Torna Inventor. Complete.
There. That should do it.
You just can't trust the Indo thingy place, can you? It seems the weird tremulous influence all over the nations in our rest. Besides, I can't say I put much stock in anyone who upholds dogma, oracles, and other such claptrap of reason. As a humble scientist, it's my duty to question dubious beliefs such as those. There are lots of believers in the city. I don't think they're particularly bad sorts, so I try to hold my tongue.
Okay, I don't have to do that voice anymore. I also have the jamming megaphone. Lovely. That was a voice and a half. I don't know. I don't know why, but my first thought when watching, when trying to do his voice, was a sort of whistling noise, a whistling on his S's, and that's just kind of what happened. That's just what I came up with, apparently. Fish farmer. Sorry, but if you come in for fish, you'll be sorely disappointed. There's not a single one left around here. You saw it too, didn't you? Damn, Aegis and his mooks ruined everything. They had these brilliant shining wings, and the light they shot off somehow ended up killing off all the fish. But I'm not going to give up. I'll fill these pails of mine with fish little by little. I'll get the shoal going strong once again. You don't think you'll be able to help me, do you? You don't have to bring me the fish you catch. I want to collect as many kinds of fish as possible, and that's a bit difficult to do by myself. I'll be glad for the help. The fish that could be. So yeah, I don't know if you actually know, you might have noticed it earlier, but in here, I think it was in here, you could actually see a whole bunch of fish swimming about before, but not anymore. Oh, there, got any fish for me? A Torna trout, a horn sculpin, a mint fish. That's great. Just enough to get me started. I'll get them in my trusty pail straight away. They seem to be swimming around happily enough. Yes, indeed. Spirited enough to match the dauntless courage of the Torna Knights. And the people of the capital will be most pleased. Hey, John, what do you think about these fish? They seem grown enough to eat by my assistant. If I can be so bold. They seem grown enough to eat by my assessment. If I can be so bold, may I suggest carapaccio? Not quite what I meant. Terrific. Well then, I'll raise them carefully so they'll be the prettiest fish you've ever seen. Thank you ever so much. Okay, next up is the front moat. It used to be full of fish till the Aegis attacked the capital. The moat was teeming with life. Now, I know you don't know me or anything, but I'm really counting on your help. If you catch some fish that we can use to restock the moat, it'll be such a lift to the atmosphere of the area we could get the moat back to how it used to be. I really do hope you'll be able to help. I've been waiting for you. Did you catch any fish? Torna trout, horn sculpin, amber sweetfish, steel salmon, mint fish, windfish, and bony tongue shark. Oh wow, that's great! I can't believe you managed to get so many. Okay, just a moment. The moat will be back to normal in no time. Fish, 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 fish. They're beautiful. What a sight. A typical Tornan scene if there ever was one. It seems that there are some things that malice cannot destroy. That's the lesson we must take from this. That's right. We can't allow these small pleasures to be taken from us again. Seeing all the fish swimming happily really brings the area back to life. No, that's not true at all. The only way we're bringing this place back to life is by pulling together and looking to the future. Still, I couldn't have got this far without your help. I'll take care of these little fellas. You have my word on that. And once again, thank you. Community gained!
I do only what
It
His
wasn't for you.
Majesty
I'd not
asks
been
of
able
me.
to watch the fish swimming like this. Thanks. I'll make sure the fish you gave me grew up as big as brave as you. The fish that could be.
How about next time you help yourselves?
Bony tongue casserole. And here's Tyler again. What does he have to say? I've got enough fish to supply Chica and the other merchants in town now. It's all thanks to you, you know. Things are looking up. I'm actually pretty surprised at how many people were thrilled to see me back in business. After all, Torna sent up beans and Cordeth. I didn't realize so many people cared about my fish. I think folks are still a bit scared. Maybe seeing the fish thriving helps reassure them that we can get things back to normal. Hey, Gion and his bony tongue casserole already. There's the fish. You can see them all swimming.
What have we got here?
Listen to the
What would be
sound
kind
of
of
my
cool is if
voice.
this actually remembered exactly what fish you gave him. So it actually gave you the fish, like actually that specific point gave you the fish that you gave him. That'd actually been kind of cool. I understand why they didn't do it, but that'd be cool. Nice little bit of gameplay and story integration. Do do do. Do do do. Hey, check it out! I got me a brand new weapon for the first time in like forever. The world's dangerous place lately, after all. But that weapon shop guy, I'll be laughing all the way to the bank. After that attack on the capital, it's no wonder everyone wants weapons. Prince Adam, long have I longed for the chance to speak with you properly. I'm really sorry, but we're actually pretty busy, so... No, wait! Please wait! Yeah. It's a bit rude, isn't it? I mean, I'm constantly going out of my mind with worry about you, Prince. And now this? It's heartless, it's what it is, after I've pledged the entirety of my heart and soul to you and Torna. And another thing, I've been at your side since your royal childhood, and you've always been so, shall we say... Cut to the chase already! Yes, fine. Say what you wanted to say then. Huh? Ah, right, indeed. The early attack has caused a lot of damage to the capital, and the rubble is still being removed. In particular, the residential and shopping wards are taking time to clear, but we're short-handed, so Alright, I see the problem here. How about we help out then? Egad, would you really? You said you needed hands, right? Well, the prince and the rest of us have some perfectly good ones right here. She's right. I would like to do my part also. I thank you, kind sir. Huh? Aren't you the Ardanian? Shh, let's not tell the whole country about it, shall we? With this many helpers, we should be done in no time. Quite. Let's clean up the wreckage from the residential and shopping wards, and be quick about it. Oh my, oh my. Trail of destruction.
May I offer my assistance?
You most certainly may. Now we just got to hop around and pick up every single bit of all 6 bits of rubble that are still around.
Witness my...
Witness my... No. Here, I should do it. I like that there is just a quest to do that. Yeah, that should do it. They sure like to work us hard. I'm actually curious what Mithra says when you do it. Oh, that's him, isn't it?
Witness my ear.
That was exhausting. I'm spent. Seeing everyone hard at work remind Maruma of old story. Well, it's not easy to gain trust of people. Maruma ran self-ragged every day. Made mistakes. Caused people lots of trouble. But good learning experience. Gave Maruma realization. Realize that failure or success not end. Keep going what really matter. That's why Maruma think everyone need variety. Aura's big place and only one chance at life. Shame to waste it. I've only been in Torna a short time and I find myself with many new contacts. Lots of them pester me as an Ardalian chef to make them Ardalian food. But I've not got the guts for that. Tornans don't realise how luxurious their tastes are, how refined their palates are. Being used to such delicate flavours and rich tastes, I know exactly how they'll react to authentic Ardanian food. Once they've got the idea that Ardanian food is disgusting in their head, they'll never eat it again. That's pretty hard for me, as a cook and as an Ardanian. That's why it's essential for me to study Torna cuisine, to start a revolution in Ardanian cooking.
Witness my.
It feels good to help others. I could have burned this up in a second, but we just had to do it the hard way. You guys have helped me out a lot lately, huh? It makes us Torna soldiers feel pretty inadequate by comparison. What? You think I'm always just lazing around trying to avoid doing any real work? Hey, keep it down, okay? Don't say that out loud. Someone will hear you. I don't want anyone cotton onto my lazy lifestyle. Then I might actually have to do something. But what? Usually the king's son is here, so it's too late. No, my perfect life ruined. Hey there, Adam, sir. Say, when did you get there? I'd really appreciate it if you didn't tell anyone about this. Oh dear. It's impressive that he hadn't figured out that he was talking to Adam the entire time. Or talking to a party with Adam in it, I suppose. I already did them all. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, is the wreckage all cleared out then? Thank you very much. With that done, we need only to fix the we need only to fix up the gardens and the capital, and we're back at its old glory. 2 of the workers I have already assembled. So could you please go and give our head gardener the go-ahead? He's a man called Bry. He should be waiting in the gardens. No, that's Arb. Excuse me, are you Bry? Nettle asked us to come tell you to start repairs in the garden. Sorry, we're closed for business. Go away. Has something happened? Yes, it has! And it's all because of my knucklehead son. He's meant to be bringing me sand, not loafing around somewhere. Sand? So you sent your son to fetch sand, is that right? Exactly, from Harad Hills. I told him to be careful and plenty of times too. I wonder what that oaf is doing. Certainly sounds like he may have encountered trouble. We could look for him, if you'd let us. Do you have any idea where your son might be? If I did, I wouldn't have such a hard time. But there's a wooded area on the far side of the hills. Maybe he just got lost in there by mistake. If you happen to find him, could you drag him back here? We need to get that sand to get on with the work. Does this sound familiar at all? Someone going to get sand from Harad Hills.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Hey! Is that Kane? Laura, look out! Thanks, Jin. I'm good. But we have to save that man. It's the little things. Cold snap. And dead. Sorry about that. I was trying to warn you not to come any closer. I guess I need to get better warnings, huh? Sorry you got attacked. Anyway, it's been a while. Didn't think I'd have to be saved by you guys again, but here we are. You remember me, right? You recognize me, right? It's Kane, remember? You helped me out with the monster/bridge situation. I had a feeling we'd bump into each other again. What a coincidence, eh? Crap, I gotta hurry, otherwise my old man will lay into me again. Sorry, I have to dash. Thanks for saving my skin. I'll see you back at the capital. Sand moments, indeed.
Aren't we intrepid?
You know, a lot of people don't like sand. I can understand why. I've gotten sand in my mouth. It's absolutely awful. And then getting it stuck under your nails is also pretty bad.
Well, shall we continue?
But playing it's fun at least. Oh, that stings. Did you seriously need to punch me? Shut your mouth, boy. Can't you see how much you put everyone out? A thrashing is exactly what you need. What was I supposed to do? I got attacked by monsters. I'm not prepared for something like that. Anyway, all this because a bit of gardening gets pushed back a day. It's a waste way out of proportion. Bit of gardening? I'll show you bit of gardening, you... Mr. Little, control yourself. This is getting out of hand. Fool, you think it's just some garden? This is the royal garden of the king of Torna we're talking about. I know all that. Oh, you do you? The state of this guy will remind our liege of the disarray his land is in after the war. And you're fine with that? What if someone comes forward and says our king can't even keep his garden in good condition? If it reaches his royal ears, his brilliance may dim, and that may impact his rule. Down that path lies chaos and misery. Dad, come on, it's just a garden. I'm telling you, it's more than that. You better learn to listen, boy. There's more at stake than you know. Wow, I guess you're a big deal, huh, Pops? Even though I don't get it. Still talking back? You must really miss the taste of my knuckles. That's not what I meant. I might not 100% understand, but I'm open to the possibility that you're right. I don't know if what you say is true, but I guess it might be, so I guess I'll keep helping you with your work. Is that right? Well, that's a very nice of you to say. But you have to give me something as well. Words of encouragement, some coaching or whatever. Because I tell you, I've had enough taste of your fists to last me several lifetimes. If I wanted your opinions on how to raise a son, I'd have asked you. I'm sorry, but they finally reached an understanding. Hayes, how is that an understanding? Just look at how happy and content they look. Doesn't that speak volumes? Hmm. In any case, I'm glad the gardens have been finally put in order. Thank you, everyone. At last, I can bring His Majesty some good news. That's a positive outcome. Now, if there's anything else we can... Surely you jest, Lord Hugo. My heart cannot withstand any more second-hand embarrassment. May the architect grant you a long life and good fortune, Mr. Nettle. Yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Well,
Prince Adam, such
this is
sterling work.
awkward.
The gardens look just like they've not been attacked by the Aegis. Super! The people of the capital give thanks. Yeah, 3 hours, huh?
Thank you.
Thanks for getting some sense into my fool-ass son, your lordships. I'd love to build a magnificent garden for you, if you'd let me. No, if you'd let us. The trail of destruction complete.
You can rest easy now.
A telepathic bell. Prince Adam and Prince Hugo, as you stand together before me, I'm reminded of the good old days. Do you remember that night an Aspar got into Hugo's bedroom and Adam disposed of it in one easy swing? You were far too young to be told of this at the time, but the Aspar's fangs had been doused in a deadly poison. It's fortunate you were not hurt, but even now it chills me to wonder what could have set that beast on you. Ever since that night, you two have been fast friends. And look at you today, hand in hand once again. Ah, my heart swells to see you thus. As long as you harbour such courage and affection, our future will burn bright. I'm sorry, am I rambling? I suppose I am. But you must allow me a little fond reminiscing now and again. A gardener's job isn't just pushing around rocks and sand to make everything look pretty, you know. My dad says it's all about cultivating relationships between the plants and the soil. You have to know all sorts of stuff or the garden will fail. My dad says it's like being a doctor for nature. So a gardener's real job is making sure the garden is healthy, and that helps keep the people who visit it healthy too. Goes a bit over my head, but I've spent a lot of time with my dad. I spent a lot of time with my dad, but I've never thought about gardening like that at all. Looks like that blockheaded Kame is actually starting to learn something at least. It's a lot on my mind, I tell you. The truth is I'm not going to last forever, and the garden needs a skilled pair of hands to manage it. I've definitely said some harsh words along the way, but I think it was all worth it for the sake of this garden and my son. I could never say any of this to him, though. How about, just as a little way to end off the stream today,
Well, shall we continue?
Laura, you seem in surprisingly good spirits. Huh? Really? Torna's in crisis and I look as if I'm having a good time? I don't mean to criticize. When I think about all that life has thrown at you so far, maybe all this isn't so tough to swallow. Of course, I'm sad about my mother, but I have to go. But I just have too much going on at the moment to grieve properly for her. And so much has changed. I'm a knight of Torna now. All I can do is live each day with everything I've got. But still, I couldn't do it without you, you know. Without your support, without the support I get from you and from everyone. It's true. We all need each other. But Jin, I still need more. I'm not satisfied. Torna is full of people counting on us for what we can do. Not just Torna, but all across Alrest. Yeah, that's also true. Laura, just remember that some things are impossible. I know. But that's not going to stop me from doing whatever I can. I suppose, on that note, and also on the note of me making
roll up the old sleeves.
these, another
Proves
50
I've got
trust,
what it
nice.
takes to work the land.
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth. Success! Phew! Finished. Success!
Allow me to demonstrate my skill.
So, on that note, next time we're going to be doing a lot more side quests.
It's done.
And I think we're probably going to... We should take a look at some areas other than the capital. As well. After all... There's still quite a few people to talk to. Anyway, so hope to see you all again. Hope to see you again then. Tatty bye!